Hello everybody, this is Mr. Ahmed Fathi for Be English Instructor. Today and in this video I'm gonna be talking about the American accent and how to master the American accent and how to sound like the native speakers. But actually, first of all, before getting started, there is something that I wanna do and say. I miss you a lot. Yes, actually I miss you so much. Second, we need to thank and appreciate Miss Rahaba for the idea of the summer courses. It's a great idea and she has done a great job, and actually we really appreciate her efforts. Thank you very much. And now it's time to congratulate you all for getting the highest, the best marks in not only in English but also in the rest of your subjects. And now it's time to congratulate your classmate Rital Muhammad. Rital has got a great marks and a great percentage, which is 94.9%. Yes, actually she's got a great percentage. Although she was sick most of the time in her semester, she has got a great percentage and she has got a great marks not only in English but also in the rest of her subjects. So definitely, Rital, congratulations, you did a great job. I'm so proud of you. You did a great job and you have got a great percentage. Thank you very much, and definitely I wish you all the best in your next upcoming academic years. Now, and in this video, let's complete our summer course talking about the American accent in our today's online session. I'm going to start talking about the American accent beginning with the A sound. Yes, it's really important. Actually, I can't describe, no words can describe how important this video is. Okay, so please all ears and pay me high attention. And if you want to sound like the native speakers, you have to know the A sound. For example, you have to merge the A sound in your speech and in your talk. While you are talking, you have to merge your A sound in your speech and talk. For example, you might want to say, I would like to go to. I would like to go to. But instead of saying, I would like to go to, what about saying, I'd like to go to? I'd like to go to. Have you noticed and distinguished the difference between I would like to go to and I would like to go to? In the American accent, they say, I'd like to go to the school by bus. In a normal accent, you can say, I would like to go to school by bus. I would like to go to school by bus. It's normal. But in the American accent, they can say, I would like to go to school by bus. Have you noticed the difference? Yes, they merge the A sound in their talk and speech. Instead of saying and, you can say and. Instead of saying and, you can say and. Instead of saying I would like to go to, you can say I'd like to go to. The A sound. It's very important to apply and merge the A sound in your speech and in your talk. That's how exactly you can sound like the native speakers. High attention, please. Okay? Very important. Okay? I'm going to repeat it one more time. I'm going to talk about the NT sound. The NT sound. For example, counter. Okay? NT sound. Here we can delete the T sound when we can say counter. You know, have you noticed that? We didn't pronounce T sound. Another example, interview. We can say interview. So when N is followed by T, you can delete the T sound and you can say interview instead of saying interview. So in the American accent, we can say interview, interested. And instead of saying interested, we can say interested. Merging and applying the A sound too. So you have two important things that you have to apply, and you should never ever forget that, to apply the A sound and to delete the T sound if it's followed by N. Okay. And we have many examples for that too. Okay. The TR sound. For example, tree. It's not tree, it's a tree. 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 Okay? Another example, DR, the DR sound. Okay? We can't say der. We have to say der. 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 For example, we can't say dream. It's not dream. It's dream. Dream. Job. 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 Job means a profession or a career, okay? But actually in American accent we don't say job, we say job. Job. When all letter comes to be the second letter in one word, you have to sound like job, job, job. Okay? Okay. So we have already known a piece of information about the DR, like dream, TR, like tree, tree, tremendous, tremendous, and so on. We have already known about the NT sound. When N is followed by T, we can delete the T sound and say only the N. For example, counter, instead of saying counter. For example, another example, interview, instead of saying interview. Okay. And definitely we have to apply the A sound in our speech and in our talk to sound like the American people in the USA. And instead of saying, I would like to go to school by bus, we can say, I would like to go to school by bus. That's exactly how to sound like the native speakers. And briefly, that's briefly how to sound like the native speakers. Okay. What else I would like to talk about? Yes, definitely you know, and certainly definitely you know that you know the vowels letter, correct? Yes, you know the vowel letters. They are A, E, O, U, I. Believe it or not, there is a letter that we call it as a semi-vowel letter, which is Y. Y. Okay. For example, the point and the thing that I would like to talk about is the. We all say the car, the table, the classroom, the room, the bag, and so on. But you know what? There is an important piece of information that you have to know about the American accent in English. The. If that is followed by a word that begins by A, E, O, U, I, you have to say the, not the. For example, the ocean, totally wrong. In the American accent, we say the ocean. And for B, actually, if I still remember this piece of information, I have already talked about that in our class. Okay, so we can say the ocean, we can say the ink, we can't say the ink. We can't say the ink, we have to say the ink, because actually ink starts with vowel letter. Okay. It's an important point. Okay. Flap T. It's time to talk about the flap T. You know what? The T sound could be D, slight D, or light D. For example, you can say, instead of saying water, you can say water. Water. Why that? Because actually T is between two vowel letters. A and E, W-A-T-E-R, so we can say water. That's in the Egyptian accent or in normal accent, normally. But in the American accent, we can say water. Light D, water. Or water. You are going to replace T, the T will be replaced by R. So we're going to say water, but actually that's informal formally and formal pronunciation for water in American accent is water. Water, water. Okay. In the British accent, we can say water, water. Definitely in the British accent or in the Britain people, deleting the R sound at the end of the word. It's not our today's topic. We might make or create a video for British Council for the British accent later. Okay, so another example, water. We can say water, we can say, could you give me another example for that? Better, yes, better, yes, better. We can say, instead of saying better, we can say better, better, better. Okay? Okay. Cattle, 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 cattle. You know what? Yes, cattle, cattle, cattle. Okay? C-A-T-T-L-E, cattle, cattle, cattle. The T became like D, cattle. And we have kettle, kettle, which is boiler, boiler. Kettle is a boiler that we use it to boil the water to drink our cup of tea and so on. Kettle, kettle. There is a big difference between cattle and kettle. You know what? Yes, the big difference in the meaning. Okay? Okay. The cattle, about they are animals. Cattle is animal. Okay? But kettle is a device that you can, where you can boil water to drink your cup of tea and so on. Okay. We have already agreed that Y could be a semi-vowel letter. Okay, so we have the word quality, quality. You know what? We can say quality, quality, quality. In American accent, we can say quality, quality. Why? Because actually, the spelling for quality is Q-U-A-L-I-T-Y, I-T-Y. So I is followed by T and T is followed by Y, and when T is in between I and Y, and we have agreed that Y is a semi-vowel letter, and the rule is when T comes between two vowel letters, we can call it D or light D. So we can say quality, quality. Instead of saying quality, you can say quality. Okay. And now, last but not least, important, important. It's really important to know this piece of information about the word important. Important, you can call it in American accent important, important, important. And instead of saying important, you can say important, important. Okay? There are two important things happened in this word. Important. We didn't pronounce the last T at the end. Important, important, important. So we have deleted the two T's, the two T sounds in this word. And instead of saying important, we can say important, important. That's in American accent. Finally, the last point that I would like to talk about is N and the TH. It's a much more advanced level, so please, all ears and pay high attention. What? Yes, simply, I'm gonna make it simple for you. In the school, in the, on the table, in the school, on the table. And instead of saying in the, you can say in a school, in a school, in a class, in a class, in the bag. And instead of saying in the bag, you can say in a bag. What do you want to say by this, Mr. Ahmed? I want to say if N followed by TH, actually, you're not going to consider the TH sound. In the In American accent will be in a, in a, in the bag, in a bag, in a bag. And the same for on the table. The pen is on the table. And instead of saying on the, you can say on the table. Thank you very much. I hope you had enjoyed and benefited from this video. Have a nice time and enjoy your vacation. Have a nice time. See you later and goodbye. I will see you and I will be waiting for you in the upcoming next academic year, which is 5. I will see you in grade 5, inshallah.